Hi, it's Carlo Victa with Patrick Dillon to discuss the pros and the cons of traditional and digital marketing. And this is all to help you better decide where to spend your marketing dollars. Pat, to get things started, why don't you share a little bit about your experience in both traditional and digital marketing?
Yeah, thanks, Carlo. And for viewers here, I'm the founder of Wise Digital, but I've actually started about 12 different companies, and I'm currently operating 4 companies. Some of my businesses serve other businesses like Wise, and others have been, businesses that are more like consumer brands. I've tried dozens of marketing tactics over the years, and I've had a lot of experience with both traditional and digital. Over the years, I've found myself being more drawn to digital because of the opportunity to really track the performance and measure the results. This is where traditional marketing has kind of always fallen short.
Yeah, and we're going to dig deeper on that point in a moment, but let's start with some definitions, or in this case, a definition of traditional marketing. What is it?
Sure, yeah, traditional marketing is really any type of advertising that isn't online. Think about like direct mail, TV and radio, and print and billboards. That's all traditional marketing tactics.
So what are some of the benefits of going the traditional route with marketing?
Specifically, a broad audience will see it. And this can be great if you're looking to expand like sort of general brand awareness. It's also great, when you find that right publisher, that's the perfect fit for your offering. So maybe you're a law firm and you find a publisher that always puts out great content directly to other law firms. Well, that's great, but it does require a lot of trial and error to find that type of partner. And that risks a lot of advertising dollars in the process.
Yeah, and a lot of time spent too, right?
Sure, yeah.
So in that sense, the pro of traditional marketing can also be considered a con then. Is that right to say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, let's think about some other stuff here and consider, in your opinion, based on your experiences, what are some of the cons of traditional marketing?
Well, traditional advertising is really difficult to measure. We talked about that a little bit, but you have no idea where your customers or leads are coming from in most cases. If you don't know where the source of your new business is, you can't really invest more time and money and resources into it. It also is more expensive, often requiring harder to produce assets and more skilled people to produce those assets. And so sometimes that works really well for major brands, but small businesses can't afford that. Finally, traditional marketing takes an immense amount of time to execute. The timeline from inception to delivery can be months, quarters, or even years. And if you get something wrong, even the slightest delay could mean having to rework your entire marketing strategy for the year.
Gotcha. So to sum up, a major benefit of traditional marketing is that it can reach a wide audience. Cons include the fact that results, right? ROI can be quite difficult to measure, and it's generally quite expensive, can take a lot of time. Let's switch gears now and talk about digital marketing. What is it?
Well, digital marketing is marketing that uses online technology to promote, a company, a service, a product. Email marketing using SEO to develop organic traffic from Google, ads that run on search engines and social media sites, even YouTube videos like the one we're doing right now.
Yeah. And so having worked in digital marketing for 15 years, right, what are some of its benefits?
Well, there's a lot of pros when it comes to online marketing. I think the first is real-time engagement. Whether it's a social post or an ad running to a landing page or an email campaign or really any other type of deliverable, your audience can immediately engage with your brand and start building that connection. Digital marketing efforts are also very measurable. Thanks to the breadth of analytic tools out there, it's easy to see where your traffic is coming from. And those insights can help you fine tune and optimize your strategy moving forward. Another benefit of digital marketing is the ability to target your ideal audience. Not just everybody, but that targeting can really increase the quality of leads, ultimately the conversions. And finally, digital marketing is really pretty cost effective, making it much more accessible and feasible to small and mid-sized businesses.
Well, let's talk digital downsides now. Are there any cons associated with digital marketing?
Yeah, actually, it does require a number of experts across many disciplines to execute a strategy well enough to lower the risk of it not working. My advice is to work with a digital marketing agency with in-house resources needed to handle all of your digital needs. you need to make sure that you don't get pulled into also an agency where they're trying to pigeonhole you into a product or service that like they know how to do really well because that's the only thing they know how to do.
Yeah, for sure. And again, some businesses reach out to different freelancers or companies to try and get different things done, but it's not under the umbrella of one strategy. And so there's conflict, and ultimately that's a waste of time and money too.
You know, even more on that is we've seen clients that we've had in the past as well reach out to 3, 4, 5 different companies to work on their digital marketing. So like one company's doing their website, another company's doing their SEO. That's counterintuitive right there. Then they have another company doing their email and another company doing their paid media. And none of these companies talk to each other or are unified behind one strategy.
Right. And I think, you know, just to back up too to something you said that I liked, mastering the art of creating and optimizing the deliverables so ultimately they convert.
Yep.
That takes time. At the end of the day, that's what you want.
For sure.
What types of businesses are good candidates for digital marketing?
Well, you know, really any type of business, but for our purposes, small and mid-sized businesses that don't have these massive budgets that big brands do, and really need to make sure they and us understand the ROI we're generating on every dollar spent.
Yeah. All right, well, let's recap a little bit. I want to summarize some of your points. The idea that the pros of digital marketing include the ability to engage your audience in real time. We can measure ROI. We can target and speak directly to our ideal audience. And we talked about the cost effectiveness, right? The idea that one campaign doesn't need to cost tens of thousands of dollars. So let me get the downsides right. Downside is that it requires a specific set of skills and expertise, and it just may not be something a business owner wants to do on their own or should do on their own.
Or can do.
Right. So digital marketing is best suited for companies looking to engage their target audience while obtaining specific, measurable data and results. Does that sound good?
Yep.
To you? So if a business owner is watching this right now and they want to learn more about digital and if it's right for them, what should they do? How can they get started with that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first step is check out our website, wisedigitalpartners.com. You know, we put together hundreds of pages of information and areas where you can learn through blogs and videos and case studies and everywhere else. I think that's a really good start. And, you know, if you're ready to make a move and have a conversation with us, there's 2 options. One, you can book a paid strategy session with me, and we put together a fantastic audit on your business and everything else about your business online. So we can sit down and have a really great conversation about exactly where you are and what's, you know, where things are falling short.
Yeah.
Or you can just, you know, book a session to begin the process and put together a proposal for helping you out.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for sitting down, Pat. And for all those watching, we look forward to learning more about your company and exploring how a digital marketing strategy can take your business to new heights.